did a good job following his missed shot. But I think he was looking to pass it off.
There's nobody there.
So 6:59 to go, third quarter. Devils lead by 20. Robbins gets it in backcourt to Mumpire.
What do we always say about the start of the second half?
There's 16 minutes to go. No.
well, you're in a jolly mood now.
Somebody needs to make a run.
Robbins' shot no good, and hopefully that won't be Powell Valley. Robbins' putback is good. Robbins with 9. Quickly in front court comes Gate City. This is E-step to the bucket. Good. Powell Valley just got beat down the floor that time. Robbins has it.
They want the ball in his hands.
Well, that's a good move on their part. E-step will guard Robbins now. Robbins takes it all the way to the baseline. His jumper up won't go. Rebound, tip up, good by Stephen Mumpire. Quickly the other way, here comes E-step. Shot blocked away. Humphreys comes up with it. Humphreys shot, no good. Rebound, Kilgore. Bodies all over the floor. Kilgore's jumper, no good. Rebound, Powell Valley's McKinney.
Good little rough.
Here it comes to Keegan. Keegan puts it on the floor, can't shoot. Now gets it back to Robbins. Robbins over to Keegan. Here, shot for 3. Keegan, no good. Rebound put back is good by Josh Qualls.
Nobody in position for the rebound for Gate City.
And Coach Vermillion says we got to work on that. Timeout, Gate City. They lead 44-28. Gate City with the basketball. Nate Clark has it. Clark gets it over to McMurray. McMurray a stop, pop a 3. Shot.
Oh, and it goes.
McMurray for 3. And the Blue Devils back out on top, 47-28. Now we got to work on the defensive end.
Yes, we do.
I bet that's what the timeout was about.
Yeah, I think that probably had a lot to do with it. Qualls has it, and what do we have?
Away from the ball.
It'll be called on Luke Humphreys.
He and Robbins tangling.
Foul on Luke will be his 3rd. And I believe the other 2 boys have lost their whistles because
that's the only one calling it.
He's the only one. The other 2 must maybe lost their glasses, I guess, because this must be this is the one that's seeing everything. I don't know. Maybe
sometimes he makes stuff up too.
Powell Valley with it. That's Qualls. Qualls drives along the baseline. His jumper up good. Josh Qualls with the bucket.
Nice jumper in traffic.
Here's Clark, drives in the lane, shoved by Qualls, no call. Here's the ball almost stolen away, and coming out there with it, Keegan for the Vikings, gets it over to Qualls, now to McKinney. McKinney drives in the lane, gets it over to Robbins, he shoots the 3, shot no good, rebound, Qualls has it, shot good. And we're going to have a timeout called by Powell Valley. 47-32, they're back. 32. Gate City leads by 15. Powell Valley's knocked a little off that lead. Outscoring Gate City 10-7 here in the quarter.
Well, Coach Crockett talked to the official with the whistle that's been working right. Now Coach Vermillion also.
Well, you can't let them one-up you. Gate City has it. Bateman over to Parks. Hackney also in. Luke Humphreys. Now to Parks. Round to Bateman, swing around to Hackney. Gate City needs not to be in any hurry. Here's Hackney's 12-footer, won't go. Rebound Robbins for Powell Valley. Robbins gets it right side, now down low McKinney. McKinney shot over Parks is good.
Like you said, no reason to be in any hurry.
Parks with it, gets it over to Hackney. Now to McMurray. McMurray will launch a 3 shot, no good. Rebound putback, no good. Rebound Robbins. Humphreys gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. It belongs to Powell Valley. 3:33 to go, third quarter. 47-34, Gate City leads. Parks checks out, Hackney checks out. On the floor for Gate City's Logan Bateman, Nate Clark, Jesse McMurray, Will, and Luke Humphreys.
Players on the floor, no call.
Powell Valley has it. Qualls gets it over to Keegan. Keegan shot up, no good. Foul called, Logan Bateman. Foul on Logan is his first. And now to put John Keegan at the line, he'll be shooting 2. So the Vikings trying to edge a little bit closer. You'd have to think they'd feel good if they could get it to 10.
Yeah, I mean, we're plenty of time left.
Free throw, Keegan, no good. Keegan ready for his second.
Bateman out, Kilgore in.
Free throw, no good again. Rebound fought for. Robbins had it. It goes off for Powell Valley out of bounds. So Keegan misses 2 free throws.
And Robbins.
Keegan scored how many points the first time these two teams played?
14.
Yeah. Hit the game winner, too, along the baseline. So Gate City leads by 13, 3:15 to go third quarter with the basketball. Humphreys has it. Gets it over to Kilgore, and now back to Clark. Gate City run a little clock here.
Why not?
Clark with it.
Look for a cutter.
Now Gate City will start. Clark, oh gosh, what a move. Shot up good. Clark.
He didn't need a cutter.
Clark just, there's some laundry laying out there on the floor.
Yeah.
He just left his defender. Here's Keegan, drives along the baseline, gets it to Robbins. Shot up good. Now we go the other way. McMurray has it, gets it over to Kilgore. Cross-court pass, it comes to Clark. Now along the baseline, Luke Humphreys. Now back to Clark. And the ball's thrown away from Clark by Qualls. Qualls drives down, shot no good, put back Keegan, it's good. Powell Valley within 11. 2:13 to go third quarter. Clark with it, gets it over to Kilgore. Clark. Now back to Kilgore. Back to Clark. Now to Humphreys. Back to Clark. Now right side with it, Kilgore. Right corner, McMurray. McMurray gets it down low to Luke Humphreys for the shot. Good. Easy for me to say. Luke Humphreys with the bucket, his first points. And now we go the other way. Quickly, Powell Valley's Qualls. He'll launch a shot from the head of the key, and he'll shoot an air ball. So it belongs to Gate City. Devils leading by 13. They'll get Jamie Hackney into the lineup. There's 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Hackney replaces Will Humphreys. Gate City looking to force a playoff for the LPD regular season championship. McMurray has it for Gate City. McMurray gets it down low, Luke Humphreys, and he is shoved and fouled. McKinney, I believe.
Yeah,
it is. Pat McKinney picks up his first.
Let's see, that's the third. Gate City with 3 team fouls, only 1 on the Vikings in the second half.
That is correct. So Clark for Gate City to throw it in. Looks, gets it into Hackney. Back to Clark. Clark drives along the baseline, shot up good. Clark with the bucket. Now quickly we come the other way, and Powell Valley airmails the pass.
Tried to throw that one to the official with the whistle.
So Gate City off the turnover will have it.
Here's Duck.
Clark has it for Gate City. Now over to McMurray. Jesse circles around, head of the key. Now right side with it. Cross court pass to Clark.
There you go.
For the three. Bang.
Good.
Make Clark for 3. And the Blue Devils lead 56-38.
And 3 of Powell Valley's players chasing McMurray right there.
Robbins gives it off down low. Keegan shot up, no good. Probably was fouled, no call.
He was definitely fouled.
No question. McMurray gets it to Hackney. Hackney cross-court pass to Clark. Well, leave him open again. Shot no good. Clark follows his shot. He'll make the 2. No, he won't either.
No, he won't.
Robbins comes out there with it. Quickly in front court. Here comes Powell Valley. Keegan drives to the hole. Shot up. Missed it. Rebound Powell Valley's Qualls. Qualls shot up. No good. tipped around. Coming out of there with it is Mumpire. Stolen away by McMurray. Big City has a 4-on-2 fast break. McMurray leaves it off down low. Will Humphrey shot up.
Good.
Foul.
Did they stop the Powell Valley run or what?
Well, you know, it always works. You know, you had talked about that, or tried to, and I wouldn't let you. The team that's way behind usually will make a run, and Powell Valley did.
He fouls out right there.
Yeah, Claus picks up his
That's his fifth.
Will Humphreys with the bucket. His 6th point, looking for 7. Gate City extends their lead back to 20. Powell Valley got it, took 11. And Humphreys makes it 21, which I believe equals the biggest lead of the night. May be the biggest lead of the night. Gate City's led by 20 a couple of times. Here's Robbins, backs down, shot off the glass. Good. Brad Robbins with the bucket. Quickly we go the other way. Here's the shot from midcourt by McMurray. For front of him. No good. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with the score of the Gate City Blue Devils 59, the Powell Valley Vikings 40. Set to get underway here in the 4th quarter. The Blue Devils lead 59-40. Outscored Powell Valley 19-18 in the 3rd quarter.
Gate City only scored 52 in the previous contest at Powell Valley.
Robbins on the inbounds. Gets it into Spurlock. Back to Robbins. Robbins will drive the lane. Shot off the glass. No good. Coming out of there with it. Parks for Gate City. Parks flips it over to McMurray. Jesse will race across the timeline with it. Stop. Pick up his dribble. And he'll launch a 3. No good. Rebound tip. No good. Rebound. Who is that? Hackney has it. Put back good.
Well, Hackney really got up there for that.
He was fighting for it.
Sharp has it. Mitchell with it now. Guarded by Parks. Mitchell gets it over right side. Now out front with it is Botts. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell looks to make a move. Can't shoot. Now gets it to Robbins. That's a good spot to get him the ball. Shot up. No good though. Rebound Robbins. Robbins' putback is good. It'd be tough for me not to post him up there a lot.
Yeah, really.
But having said that, he's got to bring the ball up the floor to him. Here's McMurray, and he'll have the ball tipped out of his hands out of bounds. And it'll belong to Gate City.
Coach Ruin tries to get Bateman in, but can't.
Parks with it for Gate City. Now McMurray has it. He'll launch a 3 shot. No good. Rebound Robbins.
It looked good.
Robbins gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell down low with it. Spurlock, his turnaround from in front. Good. Coach Spurlock with his first points. 61-44 the score.
Nice move inside the Spurlock.
McMurray gets it over to Hackney. Hackney.
Let's see now. Who's Jesse in those calls?
Run over him. He didn't knock him down.
With it, Hackney gets it down low to Kilgore for the layup.
Oh, and it doesn't go.
Rebound Robbins for Powell Valley. Robbins brings it in front court. Stops. Gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell, right side with it. That's Botts. Falls down. Ball's thrown away by Hackney. Hackney gets it ahead to Kilgore. Kilgore puts it on the floor. His shot up off the glass. Good. Good body control there by Kilgore. Josh has 10. Come the other way. Powell Valley's Robbins has it. Gets it down low to Spurlock. Shot over Hackney. Good. Spurlock with the bucket. And we'll have a timeout on the floor by the Blue Devils. They lead 63-46.
Sponsors for tonight's game, Town of Gate City, Darter Brothers Chevrolet, State Line Graphics, Weber City Drug, Farm Bureau Insurance, New People's Bank, Scott County Long Distance, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Carter Trent, Scott County Funeral Home, and Fairway Ford Volkswagen. And if you'd like a copy of tonight's contest, call the Gate City High School office at 386-7522. DVD copies are $25, VHS copies are $15. The proceeds from the sale of all copies will go back into GCTV's production efforts.
45 to go. McMurray will have it for the Blue Devils. Gets it over to Estep. Back to Humphreys. Now to Clark. Clark gets it right side. McMurray down low. Estep. Shot blocked away by Robbins. Robbins has it for the Vikings. Races across the timeline between the legs. Dribble, loses possession of it. Gets it to McMurray. Now McMurray to E-step. E-step shot up, and it won't go. Rebound coming out over at Robbins. Here we go the other way. And a Viking injured. Here's Mitchell, shot up, no good. Put back by Spurlock is good, and we've got an injured Viking. Spurlock picks up the bucket.
Well, with this score, I sure do like seeing Robbins running full speed up and down the court.
This young man's hurt. Bad.
Well, hopefully not.
And Coach Calabro says I need a towel. He gets 2.
So we'll take a break right here. 5:09 to go. Gate City leads 63-48.
Ejecting somebody here from the crowd.
And I guess you can tell it's somebody from Powell Valley.
Sending him out of the gym.
And the family being ejected shook hands with Robbins.
And I'm not sure what this is all about.
Well, we have 3 law enforcement officers.
Guys, it's a game, let's play.
And he's a goal.
Well,
somebody shook his hand on the way out.
I don't know. Obviously.
Never seen that before.
Oh, I have.
I don't know what he said. He was halfway up the stairs. But,
I've seen it a lot. It's, you know. If he said something about the official, I'm sure he's right.
I tend to agree with you.
So Gate City with a 15-point lead, 5 minutes to go. They have the basketball, and Botts, the injured Viking, able to get up and walk off. I believe he's okay. That's the main thing. Gate City with it. Humphreys gets it down low. Bateman shot up good.
Man, what a pass.
nice shot underneath in the crowd.
Robbins for the Vikings with it. Gets it over right side to Sharp. Sharp throws it away. Bateman comes up with it. Spurlock fouls him.
That's his third.
So Gate City with a 17-point lead. Just think, guys, if this holds up, we get to do this again tomorrow night with these same two teams. And it'll be in Norton.
Around 7:30 to 8 o'clock.
The girls play before that. So I guess we need to go early for breakfast. McMurray has it for Gate City. Gets it around to Clark. Clark back to McMurray. Back to Humphreys. Now swinging around to Kilgore. Back to Clark. Gate City not in any real hurry. Clark gets it back to Kilgore. Kilgore takes it, spin move. Shot up over Robbins.
Oh, yeah.
Nice move.
Powell Valley with it. Here's Robbins racing in front court with it. And he loses possession. And what are we going to have? Foul will be called.
Jesse, I believe. Yes. That will be his third.
They were just fighting for control of the basketball.
Well, what it was, Robbins had lost control of it, and Nate Clark was just trying to get it and called a foul on him, I guess.
I thought it was McMurray. All right.
No, it's on Clark.
Well, he said forward instead of 1-4-6.
Here's the shot up, in, out, no good. Rebound, Robbins working hard, put back, it'll go. Robbins with the bucket. Robbins with 17 of his team's 50. Gate City leads by 17. Clark with it, 3:40 to go. Clark gets it over to McMurray. Humphreys now to Kilgore. Josh has it. Now over to Clark. Nate will just stand with it. Mitchell comes out. Now Nate penetrates. Brings it back out to McMurray. McMurray with it. Gets it over left side to Clark. Clark back to Humphreys. Now back to McMurray. McMurray puts it on the floor, and he'll take Keegan to the hole. Shot, reverse, no good. Rebound, Robbins.
Ran a little the clock. So we're done.
Robbins across the timeline. Gets it to Mitchell. And what do we have? Foul away from the ball. Going to be called on Josh Kilgore. Foul on Josh will be his third. Kilgore fouls Spurlock. Non-shooting foul, only 14 fouls on the Blue Devils. McKinney in for Keegan. Humphreys, that's Will in for Estep. Jamie Hackney in for Luke Humphreys. Robbins the inbounds, does so, gets it into McKinney, over to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it on the floor, gets it along the block to Spurlock, shot good. I'd be highly surprised if Powell Valley didn't try to do this tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
If they don't, it's their own fault. Clark has it for Gate City, gets it over to Kilgore. Kilgore out front to McMurray. McMurray just backs it back out. Now Will Humphreys to Clark, center circle. 2:20 to go. McMurray now with it for the Blue Devils, out between the rings. McMurray penetrates, now kicks it back out near the timeline. Ball stolen away by Mitchell. Mitchell drives all the way down, shot up good. But they got just a little careless there. Mitchell able to step in front and make the steal.
Yeah, not a real sharp pass.
13-point lead. Robbins fouls Clark.
That's his fourth.
And Nate Clark won't be shooting one more. Into the lineup will come Stephen Mumpire. He'll replace Brad Robbins. Robbins exhausted as he comes off the floor.
Yeah, he's soaking wet too.
Been the workhorse tonight.
Hackney has it. Hackney drives the baseline, shot up, no good. Foul call. Foul will be on McKinney. That's his second. And Jamie Hackney will go to the line to shoot two for the Blue Devils. You know those two fouls Jesse McMurray picked up in the first minute and a half?
How many do you have now? Two fouls.
Two fouls.
Like I said, he's been doing this a while. He understood.
Now that's senior play.
Yep. He knew that he couldn't afford any more. So Hackney shooting two. First, good. So Jamie, that's his fifth point of the night. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So, there's a timeout on the floor. Gate City leads 68-54. 68-54, Gate City leads. Hackney, second free throw good. Out of the timeout.
Hackney makes the boat.
So Devils lead by 15. Got the big lead in the first half and pretty much kept it at that here in the second half. Powell Valley's made a run or two, but that's been it. There's the ball stolen away by McMurray. McMurray for the Blue Devils will be shoved and fouled by Spurlock.
I know they're not going to call that an intentional foul, but he definitely intended to foul him.
Yeah.
And he gave him a good shove in the back with his right hand.
So Clark, that's the fifth foul on Spurlock. So in to replace him will be Wes Day. McKinney also checks out. So Clark to throw it in, gets it into McMurray. Gets it back to Kilgore. Gets it over to Clark. Minute and a half to go. McMurray with it. Hackney cuts through. Gate City just running the clock down now with a 15-point lead. Here's McMurray, drives to the bucket, shot up, no good, foul call.
And Jesse hits the court hard and he grimaces.
Yep, as Coach Crockett has pulled most of his starters now. Trailing by 15, Jesse McMurray, as that's the fifth foul. No, it's not the fifth foul.
Fouls on 32.
Yeah.
Mumpower.
Yeah, it's only 2 on Mumpower. Free throw, good by McMurray.
Kilgore out. And Bateman in.
Clark out. Parks in. Free throw, McMurray, good. There's Jesse hits 2. Jesse will check out. Michael Rogers in. Marquis step in for Jamie Hackney. So tomorrow night we'll have a doubleheader. Gate City High School will have a doubleheader at Norton. The girls will play at 6 o'clock against J.J. Kelly for the LPD regular season championship. And then the boys will play about 20 minutes thereafter. They'll play these same Powell Valley Vikings for the LPD championship regular season. Powell Valley with it. Gate City leading by 17. Inside a minute to go now. There's a ball stolen away by Estep. Gets it over to Rogers. Rogers, he'll walk it up the floor. Flip it over to Parks. Now with it, Estep. Back to Humphreys. Now Bateman with it. Bateman just circles out front. Now gets it back to Will Humphreys. Now Rogers with it. Here's Parks. Parks just kicks it back out to Rogers. Now Parks with it. With it over to Estep, 17 seconds. Now Humphreys to Rogers. Over to Bateman, 10 seconds to go. Rogers with it, 7 seconds, and this will do it. That's the contest. Estep will just stand with it midcourt. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. The Gate City Blue Devils have tied the Powell Valley Vikings in the regular season. It'll be a playoff tomorrow night. The Blue Devils win here, 71-54. We'll be back with the final scoring after this. 71-54, the final score here tonight. The Gate City Blue Devils defeat the Powell Valley Vikings.
So what's Coach Crockett going to tell his team between now and tomorrow night?
Well, tomorrow night's another night. I mean, you go back and play. Sometimes things just don't go your way, and tonight, Gate City, Powell Valley started pretty strong. They were the beneficiary of some whistles early. Gate City had 17 fouls in the first couple of minutes, and Powell Valley led 7-4, I believe. Is that right?
Yes.
Something like that. And then Gate City jumped out 12-7. Powell Valley called a timeout, and Gate City just kept extending their lead all the way through the first half. And for all intents and purposes,
and they never found a stop.
Yeah. And Gate City, the thing they did tonight, the best I remember when we went to Powell Valley, we only had 5 players score. Tonight, Gate City had several more people in the scoring column.
Depth counts.
They had 9 in the scoring column tonight, and so did Powell Valley. But we'll see. We'll see how tomorrow night goes. Now this one's over. It's in the books. It's done for. We go to a neutral site tomorrow night. And see what happens. But again, you've got to beat a good team 2 nights in a row. Can Gate City do it? Sure they can. Can Powell Valley win tomorrow night after losing by 17 here tonight? Absolutely they can. So, it'll be fun. That's what, it's really, tournament time started tonight, really. It really did. A loss tonight doesn't knock you out, and a loss tomorrow night doesn't knock you out, but tournament time really almost started tonight. So, the Blue Devils getting one up here tonight. They're even now with Powell Valley. Each have a district loss. They'll settle it tomorrow night. The girls, they go head-to-head with Kelly. Each of those with 1 district loss to each other, just like the boys, and they'll settle the regular season LPD girls championship. And of course, for TV, this means absolutely nothing. But that game for radio, it tips off at 6 o'clock, so everybody be there early. There'll be a big crowd there. The thing you got to factor in is you're going to have a lot of Gate City fans there for both the boys and the girls. Powell Valley's going to bring as many tomorrow night as they had here tonight, maybe more since it's closer. And Kelly's going to have a bunch of people there, so that gym will fill up in a hurry. I would suggest get there early.
Small gym.
So, we'll take a look at the final scoring tonight. First for the Powell Valley Vikings. Brad Sharp had 4 points. John Keegan had 2. He had 14 the first time these 2 teams played. Andrew Botts had 2 points. Josh Qualls with 6. Chris Mitchell had 2. Pat McKinney with 9. Luke Spurlock with 8. Stephen Mumpire with 4. And the leading scorer tonight, as he has been all season, Brad Robbins for the Powell Valley Vikings. Brad has 17. For the Gate City Blue Devils, Logan Bateman had 2 points. Luke Humphreys had 2. Tyler Parks 1. Marquis Stepp was 6. Jamie Hackney was 6. Will Humphreys was 7. Josh Kilgore has 12. Nate Clark 14. And the leading scorer tonight for the Blue Devils, as he has been all season long, Jesse McMurray has 21. Gate City outscored Powell Valley 20-10 in the first quarter, 20-12 in the second quarter. It was 40-22 at halftime. And again, for all intents and purposes, that was the end. But of course, you've got to play the second half. Powell Valley makes a run at Gate City, gets it to 11 points in the third quarter, but Gate City in the last couple of minutes of the quarter extends their lead back out and outscores Powell Valley in the third quarter 19-18. The Vikings come back, outscore Gate City in the fourth quarter 14-12, but not nearly enough as the Blue Devils win here tonight on senior night 71-54.
Yeah, we're going to miss these seniors. We'll never see them here again.
Nope, tonight. Well, we will next Tuesday in the first round of the LPD tournament. It'll be played here, and they'll get one more chance on this floor.
Yeah, right. The girls will play here Monday, and the boys on Tuesday.
And I think both those games, I'm not sure if it's the 6 or 7:30 game. I don't know. But there'll be 2 games. It's a little different than it has been in the past. It's usually satellite sites with the top 4 seeds hosting. It's not done that way this year, and we're not going to. We'll tell you more about that tomorrow night. So, and I assume the radio will be going tomorrow night for both games.
Got it.
So, if you can't go, boo. You should. But if you can't,
you are going.
Go early and save us a seat.
Early.
But anyway, the Blue Devils victorious here tonight, and hopefully we can go to a neutral site in Norton tomorrow night, and our young ladies and young men can win 2 LPD championships. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Final score: Gate City 71, Powell Valley 54.